Good morning, Karoo. It is the 19th. Actually, today is the 20th, but I'm going to talk about my day on the 19th of October. So, Andy and Magda were here for breakfast, and then they took off to head back to their place near London. It's a long drive for them. It was really great having them here, as I mentioned in yesterday's video. Just enjoyed the conversation and just such different cultural perspectives. Really fun time. So after they left, we had intended originally we were going to do some work on the house, but it was just a gorgeous day. It was the very low wind and sunny with some squalls blowing through. Actually, I think it was sunny in Carnarvon all day, but we left, so we don't know that for sure. I think I've mentioned that I want to go out and get drone footage of specific sites, and that's what you're seeing here. We went to Dol with Ellen, and this mound that you're seeing here is called Tomna Castell, which means the hill castle, I think. And it's, you'll see Dol with Ellen Castle in the background. Actually, you probably saw it in that opening shot up on the hill above Tomna Castell. But this was an old tower, supposedly, that Llewellyn Fawr, or Llewellyn the Great, was born in, purportedly. So anyway, that's what you're seeing in the background here. It was a successful trip. It took us 4.5 hours. We basically drove to get down to this spot, had a picnic lunch, took the drone footage. We had some rain blow through at various times, light rain. There you can see the castle on the hill. That's Dol with Ellen on the hill in the background. But yeah, so then we drove home, and like I said, it was about 4.5 hours time to get 8 minutes of footage, which I've cut down here so you don't have to see the bad footage or the worst footage, I guess. Anyway, I enjoyed your video yesterday about your trip to Omaha. I did not guess that you were going to Omaha. I did not know that. I figured it out from the video. The zoo looked pretty cool, although I've got to say I'm not generally a huge fan of zoos. I've gone to a number of zoos where I just was like not pleased with the animals often didn't look happy, and anyway, so zoo not a big thing, but it looked like it was fun. It might be fun to visit that. Now I got to ask you a question though. Did you have to pay any sort of royalty to Peyton Manning for even mentioning Omaha, or can you say the name? I'm worried we're going to get this video demonetized. Oh, that's right, we don't monetize our videos. The sensory deprivation tank. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm a little more curious about that. I've thought about those in the past, largely because I don't know if we've talked about this, but when I was 17 years old or so, my mom taught me what she called self-hypnosis, and it's essentially a form of meditation where you visualize yourself walking slowly into a pool of warm water, and you sort of numb your senses. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's worked really, really well for me over the years. When I'm stressed or I can't sleep or I'm on the airplane and I'm unhappy, if I just close my eyes and do this meditation technique where I envision this and I start to feel like I'm sort of wrapped in bubble wrap. And it's very soothing and relaxing. And often, if I do that, I'll doze in and out while I'm in that state. But I find it really useful for dealing with stress and unpleasant situations. And I always wondered what it would be like to try that in a sensory deprivation tank, or how that experience would compare to sensory deprivation. I'll have to try it someday. Maybe I'll have to take a trip to Omaha, but I'm not sure I can afford to pay Peyton Manning for that. Yeah, so I enjoyed seeing that. Also, gosh, I always forget your exchange student's name. John? Is it John? Oh, anyway, cool for him that he got to go along. Um, and I hope he enjoyed it. He seemed to be enjoying it. Um, how long is he with you? I can't remember. It seems to me that they hadn't identified another host for him yet. Um, so let's see here. The last thing I had was how was the ballet? You guys ostensibly went to see Megan dance, and you didn't mention that. So I'm not a huge fan of dance. I mean, I like dance, but I'm not like for going to watching it. So it's not, you know, a little bit like zoos for me. um, it's not something I would seek out generally, um, but I'm curious how that was. So yeah, I guess that's all I've got. Hope you've enjoyed the footage. Really fun day for Sarah and I, but I guess it's time today to get back down to business and actually get some work done on the house. We'll see how that goes. So that is my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you have a great remainder of your weekend. I will talk to you when I talk to you. Bye bye.